This video is a little different, but I feel we need to talk about creativity. Hi everyone, my name is Kvndra, I'm an electronic musician and live act, and today I want to tell you a little story. A couple of weeks back I got contacted by someone from my community who told me that someone stole my music, and that in a very weird way. The person basically took one of my live set recordings, this one I'm currently playing it in the background, and then used the music from this recording as a background and then recorded himself pretending to play this live set for 40 minutes and then uploaded it to YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram and whatsoever. I meanwhile contacted the person, he took everything down, apologized, so from that point that's cleared, and for me it's not about blaming someone here. But actually, this case really shocked me because it was a very weird way of someone stealing your own creativity. And that was not the only shocking part about it. Even more shocking for me was when I posted about it on Instagram because I wanted the guy to take everything down. So I kind of posted about what happened to me. And the amount of people who reached out to me who had experienced something similar was crazy. Like, so many people wrote me messages about other people stealing their music, ripping their videos, taking parts of their music without even asking for permission, that I really found it extremely crazy and got me thinking a lot about why people are doing something like that. And I actually came up with two different reasons why people would be doing that, apart from being just lazy and a douchebag. The first one is the rising pressure of needing to put out music very, very fast. There was one case shared with me by an artist called Dilby, and he told basically the story how someone stole his music, and then he researched the profile of this person, and this person had I think it was 300 songs released in the last year, which is an absolute crazy amount. I mean, you need to think about it. That's kind of like one song or nearly one song per day, which is just absolutely crazy. And that actually reminded me of some conversations I had with other artists, like for example, also in my podcast that I just started, which the first episode is just out now as you're watching this video. You can also find it here on the channel. Speaking about the pressure coming from social media and what it basically means for artists. And I think it is something really dangerous that a lot of us need to be very careful about, because when we consume social media, it can give us the impression that we always need to do more, that there's always more to be done, that we are never good enough in our craft. And I think with the fear that comes with that, it's also that other people might be searching for some ways in order to maximize their output. And in the frustration that they have, they just reach out and steal other people's music, which is shocking. But I think it's just something that the mechanics of social media, Spotify, and all of the platforms that always demand you to put out more is putting on artists. And the second reason I came up with is the lack of faith in the own creativity. And I think both of these reasons mixed together can be a very, very dangerous source for artists, because it's really eating up the self-esteem. Let me tell you that the lack of faith in the own creativity is something very, very natural. And I've experienced a lot in my time doing music in very many different forms. But there's always a little bit of a feeling of being an imposter, a little bit of a feeling not being good enough, a little bit of the feeling of being not appreciated enough, and that all is just bullshit. That is just really something that's coming from inside and is not the reality. I believe that creativity in itself is kind of like a muscle that can be trained, not in a way to be more creative, but in a way that you can, the more you practice creativity and really do the stuff that you want to do, you get more connected to your art and to your own creative output, and this way get more and more self-esteem in order to put yourself out there to really share what is close to your heart. And the good thing is, the more you do that and the more you practice that, the easier it gets to create art. Because once you make yourself a little bit free from kind of like expectations, the fear of putting yourself out there, then it becomes more and more easy to do things like that. So with this video, instead of exposing someone who stole my music, I thought of turning this case into something positive. And the positive message should be trust in your own creativity. Trust in your output, trust in your process, and believe me, you will see some very great results very, very quickly. Because if you really connect to the things that you want to make and that you want to express with your art, the feelings that you have and the very unique vision that you have on the world, I think this is something that no one else can bring to the table. And if you train that and bring that out as often as you can, I think you will connect deeper with your music and with your art. And I think also in total be much more happy with your creative output. Just a little bit of a positive message to close down 2024, which has been an amazing year for me. And also I wanted to thank each and every one of you who has been supporting me on that journey. I honestly have to say it has also been quite of an exhausting year, which is why I'm taking a little break now between Christmas and the new year. But I'm already so much looking forward to coming back in 2025 and doing more videos, playing more live shows and creating more music. With that, I'm wishing you an amazing end of the year. Have a great day wherever you're watching this and trust in your own creativity. Peace.